told you there is a world inside you that you cannot see with the naked eye? What if I told you how to see it and that it would change everything you do in the physical world for the better? Would you be interested? I bet so. What if I told you that we have been trained to ignore this world and after the training, it worked? You forgot this world. The world that you could see as a child has become ever so faint. It's lost its magic, mystery, and power it once had. Hi, I'm Mark Charles. Why am I qualified to teach this work? Well, I'm naturally psychic. When I was young, I had an inferiority complex. This partly came from a past life when I was continually told and treated as though I were inferior as a black slave. In other lives, I've also been an Asian sword fighter, aka ninja, an Australian cowboy, a Native American chief, and a Mayan shaman or shaman. Now, how do I know about past lives? Well, it's a long story. Let's just say that through many mystical experiences and taste of enlightenment, as well as special teachings and interest in invention, inspired by inventors like Nikola Tesla and other mystics, I weaved my life into a blend of independent scientist, inventor, and life coach. I've created systems to help heal individuals and even our world. I honestly think that part of the world is now ready to know these models I've created, while the other half is not. So I am waiting and building behind the scenes for when the time is right. For now, I present to you this introductory talk. Once you begin to integrate the inner and outer worlds, you will be constantly guided and led to your best self. Anything you can imagine is possible for you. Anything you wish to learn about is at your fingertips. You can travel anywhere in the universe as consciousness, speak with others, have new experiences, test ideas, survey challenges, heal your body, and even find love. Truthfully, right now, the world is extremely chaotic and disruptive. It is therefore critical, especially if you are feeling off these days or often, to carve out a healing space for yourself. This can be done in an endless amount of ways. Think of life like a stream of energy or food. You must set your intention to eat as much light and nourishing energies as possible. This is not only important for comfort, it is the key to becoming who you really are. You see, energy and consciousness are one, they cannot be separated. As you become able to allow the flow of energy to move through you, you rise. Your view expands, as does consciousness. Therefore, you become more conscious. You're able to access more information. This data is what you really seek, for it will guide you to unimaginable riches. I'm not just talking about money here, though it can be an important tool and part of the equation. I'm talking about becoming the magical being that you truly are. Your capacity is far beyond what you have been taught in school or by your parents, at least in most cases, at this time on earth. When our spiritual eye is closed to our inner self, we are constantly missing out on opportunities and the richness of life. We are also unaware of the dangers of life, and there are plenty. So it is wise to develop yourself for safety and growth simultaneously. There are many, as Earth is a school, who will test you. You will be pushed, pulled, and pressured, etc. However, if you are aligned with the power or the force, as they speak of in Star Wars, this love will be greater than anything anyone can do to you. Even death does not compare to what is available to you. Besides, you live forever. Pain is brief, but everlasting life is what you will find, and you will learn that you are a God. You are created in the image of God, as you are a mirror image of God. God is constantly whispering secrets of great value to all of us. It is not a male, it is not a female. It is the source of all male and female energy. It speaks in energy first, words second, as words are man made symbols. This is why it is so important to be in touch with your heart, as this is where the divine speaks to you. Every action, every thought, every move you make is guided. You may take the guidance or block it. You are free to decide. However, one day you will happily always choose to take this guidance, as you will come to know it always has your best interest at heart. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm Mark Charles. It was a pleasure speaking with you. And I would like to call this first episode Telepathy TV. I hope you enjoy it. I, quote, channeled this information by going into a silent trance and penetrating the veil that exists between the physical senses of the body and what's beyond that. And then once the energy starts coming through, so does the consciousness and the information. And I typed it out to you. And then I read it here for you all to be able to easily access it without having to read. So I hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, many blessings.